Hey everybody, it's Matt again from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to another Top 10 Tuesday. First, I want to apologize for not putting out a video last week. I just been really busy at work. I work in a hospital, and it's just been insane. A lot of sick people coming in, a lot of people needing really emergency attention, and it just kept coming in. Just been insane. I would come home and collapse, and I couldn't even do anything. I would go right to bed. And it's been like that for the whole week. It's just been insane. But I want to get a video out for you guys. So I want to do my top 10 hidden gems in my collection. Now, there's tons of hidden gems out there. These are films probably hardly ever talked about. Not necessarily they're out of print. Some of them are maybe out of print, but some are very easy to get. They're not really talked about as much. The Exploding Heads podcast, Brandon there, he did a solo cast and talked about hidden gems. It made me thinking, I'm like, there's some good hidden gems in here probably people haven't talked much about at all, or just, maybe saw once and shelved it and never thought about anything. So thought about it. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna steal that idea. I'm gonna do my top 10 Tuesday of hidden gems in my collection. So without further ado, let's get on with the list. Alright, oops. Number 10 is The Fear. This one is, I think, from the late 90s. I had this on VHS quite some time ago. Finally upgraded the DVD. It wasn't bad, kind of like a supernatural slasher. This young psychology student takes a bunch of his friends and other students on a cabin in the woods type deal to talk about their phobias and hopefully try to help cure people of their phobias. Well, they come across this wooden mannequin his name is Morty, and it was like an Indian tradition where if you said stuff about your phobias to this mannequin, that the phobias would disappear, supposedly. Well, of course, Morty develops a life on its own and starts killing people based on their fears. That's actually a lot of fun. It actually spawned a sequel, and the sequel's actually not bad too. That's called Fear Halloween Night. And it's a different storyline, but still pretty cool how they did it. I do recommend checking out The Fear, guys. If you've never seen it, you can get this pretty cheap for the DVD. So it's actually not bad. The Fear. Number 9. This one came out in 2013 by Christopher R. Meehan, and that is called The Giant Spider. Now, if you're familiar with the old 50s, the atomic invasion of giant bugs, they had them, Tarantula, Beginning of the End, Deadly Mantis, all those type of things with giant bugs. Well, they came out with this one. It's like a homage to the giant spiders, and this one's called The Giant Spider, hence that. And this giant spider's been living in this mine that was radioactive, and of course got really huge, breaks out and starts making a rampage through the small town. Now what this director does, he takes some of his other films and puts them in each film. Where the spider was, there was another creature feature he did, something from a haunted cave, I remember, and the cave is actually where the spider came from, which I thought was kind of neat. So there's actually a real spider moving around, but of course it's on a backdrop. So you're really doing really old school 50s, 60s stuff here. So it's all black and white, which is pretty cool. So if you've never seen anything like that, I definitely recommend checking out The Giant Spider. It's actually a lot of fun. The spider's pretty freaky looking too. Alright, number 8. If you like Valentine stuff, you'll probably watch My Bloody Valentine, original, remake, and Valentine. Well, there's another slasher that came out, I want to say in the 2000s, and it's based on, actually 1999. Wow, never mind. Or was it 2000? It's got both dates on here. Fuck it. And that's called Lover's Lane. This is another Valentine's Day themed slasher. It's actually not bad. I didn't know about this film until somebody posted it, and I said I had to look this up. So pretty much as it is, a bunch of kids were out on Lover's Lane, and of course there's this psycho with a giant hook hand. Of course, he gets sent to a insane asylum for murdering people. Well, in a certain amount of time, he escapes from the mental institution and starts going on a murdering rampage. It's actually not bad. If you've never seen Lover's Lane, I highly recommend checking this out. It's a cool slasher, especially good to watch during Valentine's Day or like close to it. If you're doing like a marathon, instead of just watching the normal 3, add this to it. It's a good watch for it. Number 7 is Plasgers. This one has Steve Railback in it. Pretty much this is a zombie slash demon creatures in outer space. I think they call them Zemans. Okay. Pretty much the space crew are hauling a specific cargo, and the space pirates come to rob them. Well, they touch the cargo and fuck up with the cargo, and of course releases this disease that turns them into these Zeman things, zombie demons. And now they're loose on the ship, and they're taking out the crew and the pirates one at a time. It's actually pretty neat. I found this at a pawn shop. Knew anything about it. I saw Steve Railback, his name was on it, and I grabbed it. So I liked him and Life Force and everything. Actually, it wasn't bad. Kind of low budget, kind of weird, but a lot of practical effects. You got a lot of green slime, blood, goo everywhere. It's actually decent to watch. So I recommend checking out Plasgers. It's a good sci-fi horror film. Number 6. This one came out 2005. And that's called The Ice Queen. Wasn't bad watch. This plane carrying the Ice Queen. The Ice Queen happens to be this prehistoric woman frozen in ice. And of course, she ends up being thawed out on the plane and causes a avalanche when the plane crashes. Now, there's a ski resort down below. The snow, of course, engulfs the ski resort, trapping these people in this resort in an avalanche. And now these people are trapped in the building with this Ice Queen. Now, the Ice Queen needs blood to survive, so of course she goes on a killing rampage to take out people in the ski resort, pretty much. All practical effects, very low budget stuff, but it was fun stuff how they used it. Some good blood, some good gore. I saw it once, was a blind buy, checked it out, and I liked it. So I highly recommend checking out Ice Queen, guys. That wasn't bad. Number 5. This one, oh shoot, again, I'm trying to find the dates on these things. They're always a pain in the ass. And of course, I never do any research on it because I'm grabbing them as I go. Well, fuck it, it's from whatever. But, it's a Fred Olsen Ray film from Retro Media, and that is called Dino Wolf. Dino Wolf, wow. This one is gory, bloody, fun film. Pretty much, a government agency is working on a breed of dinosaurs, and they've mixed it with wolf DNA, and they created this Dino Wolf. It's kind of like a humanoid guy in a suit, pretty much, but he rips people apart. I mean, there's blood everywhere. If you like Cemetery Gates, you'll like this movie. So, good special effects. You can definitely tell it's a guy in a wolf suit. The wolf suit's pretty bad, but you get over there really quick because it's a fun watch, guys. Definitely check out Dino Wolf. Alright, number 4. This one was a fun film. I know probably some people have seen it, but it doesn't get much talk. And it's got a very young Nev Campbell in it, and it's got Byron James, and it's called The Dark. I remember seeing this at 3 in the morning at my dad's work one time. We were working on airplanes at an airfield base, uploading and unloading rucksacks and duffel bags and stuff. This was playing, and I'm like, what is this? This is awesome. Pretty much, they're people in a graveyard, people are working and whatnot. There's two scientists. One is in for good, one is in for bad. They're after this giant mutated rat-like monster, and it's found its way in a graveyard and it eats all the dead bodies. And sometimes it eats the living bodies, whatever it can get a hold of, it wants to eat. It's like a scavenger. And of course, Nev Campbell plays a deputy sheriff. People are getting called in because people are now missing. Graves are found destroyed or emptied. People have gone missing. And of course, the scientist, one is in for good because he finds out that this rat-like monster has like regenerative purposes, so it's good for like health field and everything. Where the other one's in it for more of the money because he wants to sell this creature. So it's a pretty cool like creature feature. Again, all practical effects, fun shit. The rat-like monster is pretty cool. Kind of like a sad ending, but a good ending. I recommend checking out The Dark with Nev Campbell, though. There's a bunch of dark movies out there named The Dark. All right, number 3, and that is called The Navy versus the Night Monsters. This was put out by Cheesy Flicks, so you're not going to get the greatest quality, but you get a good quality. And this was a 1966 film. Kind of like The Thing a little bit. There is a Arctic expedition. They go out. They're flying back, and I think they land in like near Hawaii or something. They're in the tropical islands, and of course things melt and the plane crashes. There's a survivor, and of course they're at their naval base and trying to figure out what happened on the plane and everything. Come to find out, this weird plant-like creature evolved from everything, ate everything else in the plane, and now it's spreading through the different plants. Now these plants are now coming to life, these trees and everything, and they have like acidic blood. They devour people. It's actually a fun film. After doing some research, this movie almost never got finished. There was a lot of production issues, a lot of paying issues for jobs. They didn't look like the way the trees looked. They didn't look like the monsters looked. There was a whole bunch of things going on with this movie, but it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend checking out The Navy versus the Night Monsters. All right, number 2. This one is from 2012. Got when Blockbuster closed, and that's called Attack of the Herbals. Yes, during World War II, the Nazis were working on a tea that if you drank the tea, you got super strength. You know, you're mind controlled. You become like a super soldier. Well, the tea made you turn into a psychotic, crazy individual. So they kind of scrapped it, threw the tea in the ocean, and of course, the United States won. Well, anyway, kind of the present time, for some reason, a crate washed up on shore. I think in Ireland or in some small island in the east, the Europe area, and Scotland. Holy shit! So it landed in Scotland. Come to find out, this one guy, McGregor, he moved back home. He was kind of shunned from his family. His family owns the post office. Well, you have a rich tycoon buying up all the property, and so he's trying to save his parents' post office and try to save this small town from this rich tycoon. Well, they come across this tea, and they're like, whoa, this is good shit. Maybe we can sell the tea. Well, they start selling the tea to the locals. And all of a sudden, now the locals start turning into batshit crazy individuals. Fun film, guys. I recommend this one. This was a lot of fun. I don't know how much to put into it, but yeah. They say Hot Fuzz meets Shaun of the Dead. I don't know about that, but it's definitely got some cool kills. Some people who were crazy were pretty cool looking. Just always after this tea. It's kind of a cool killer tea movie. I never seen a killer tea movie. So yeah, Attack of the Herbals. Recommend it. And number 1 for my top 10 hidden gems. Don't see many people talking about this movie, but the title alone is just fucking weird. I bought a vampire motorcycle. Yes, that is the name of this movie, and it's about a guy who bought a motorcycle. Come to find out, is possessed by the soul of forgot exactly what it is. A satanic biker. Yep, he was part of the Hell's Angels, and his spirit now is involved in this bike, and it can kill people by draining its blood. How does it do it? Well, the bike will actually roll up on one wheel and pull out two prongs, and these prongs go up and poke you in the neck, and it actually drain you like a vampire. So the guy's trying to get rid of this bike and everything. It's weird. The bike like changes. The headlight turns into this like weird teeth and everything. The prongs I think are from the head bar, the handbars or something. But it's fucked up, but it's cool. This is a foreign film too, but it's in American language. It's from the UK, so if you're from the UK, you probably know about this movie. If you're probably not, you probably don't know, or even probably from the UK, you don't know about this movie. But this one's a lot of fun, guys. I bought a vampire motorcycle. It's a cool killer bike movie. So yeah, that's my top 10. I've talked too much about this. Wow, this was a long top 10, guys. Sorry about that. I love talking about hidden gems. All right, guys. Let me know what your comments down below, and let me know some hidden gems that you have in your collection. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Have a good one. Peace.